Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series on my YouTube channel where at the end of each month I will be posting a show and tell video of all the things that I have made and created in that month. So if this is the first time you meet me, hello, my name is Demy. I am from the Netherlands and I am a chronically ill and disabled artist. So all of this is what I've made in April, and I'm not able to put everything in view at the moment, but that's okay. I will be showing every single piece that I've made one by one in detail. And the first thing that I will show you are the spreads that I've made in my Gluebook. So this is the Gluebook that I've been working on. It is a lovely A6 sized mint colored sketchbook from the brand Kangaroo, and I got this from Amazon for a couple of euros. In this Gluebook I only use ephemera from cut and collage books that I've been collecting over the past few years. So the first spread that I want to show you is this one. It is a lovely gnome spread, and I used the spring gnome and spring ephemera book from Autistic and Keely, and I have a flip through of those books on my YouTube channel. And for the backgrounds I used Keely O'Brien's spring patterns book, and I also used a little bit of washi tape. A lot of people particularly liked this page. So the next spread is this one, and I used Keely O'Brien's vintage inspired Easter book. This video is unscripted and I always use scripts in my videos, so I'm sorry that I'm stuttering a little bit. So I used Keely O'Brien's vintage Easter inspired ephemera book, and what I like about this ephemera book that it contains crosses. I'm a Christian and I always get a little bit disappointed when I don't see Christian imagery in Easter ephemera books, when it's all just about chickens and eggs and that kind of thing. So I was very happy to see some crosses in our book, so I obviously used it in my spread. And the last spread that I've made in April is this one, and I've made this using the Paper Cut Collective cottagecore ephemera book that they kindly sent to me, and I have a flip through of that on my YouTube channel as well. I really like this image of a horse with these images, but there was no room, so instead I put it in my Gluebook using washi tape, and I did some collaging on the back. And this is the other side. I'm very happy how it turned out. And these are all the spreads that I've made in this Gluebook. I've only recently got into using Gluebooks again, so I hope next month I will be able to show you some more spreads. Up next are my ATCs, and I absolutely adore making ATCs. Besides them being my special interest and I love the small format, it's also the easiest thing to create when I have a bad flare-up of my chronic fatigue syndrome. So the first ATC that I made is this one, and I used Keely O'Brien's spring pattern paper for the background, and I used the spring gnome and the spring ephemera books from Autistic and Keely for the images. And I also used Dutch quote stickers. This one says colorful, this one says smile, and on all cards I like to ink them on the edges using all different kinds of ink pads that I've been collecting over the past few years. So this is the first one. Second is this one, and this one is my favorite of all the gnome cards that I have made. I also used 3D stickers on the back of this butterfly and this flower, and also on this quote sticker that says "You are unique." I love the colors of this one. The third, and this says "A little present for you," and it's a gnome giving a ladybug a flower. And I used a 3D sticker on the flower and the quote. Fourth a point of light, big or small, you can always be one. And I really like the soft pastel colors of this one. And I also used 3D stickers. I basically used 3D stickers on all of my ATCs. The last one in the Gnome series. Happiness can be found in the little things. My mom liked this one so much that she put it in the living room as decoration. So that was it for the Gnome series, and now I'm going to show you the next one. Up next are 3 ATCs that I've made using Lovely Girls, Flowers and Beautiful Fairy Tale House Ephemera from Toast and Kate Curry. And I also have a flip through of these 3 books on my YouTube channel. So up first we have this one, The Promise of All Things Made New. I think it would look even better if I put some of the glitter stickles on the edge. Maybe I will do that after this video. I think that would look really nice. Second one, little strawberry themed. It's the little things that make life big. I thought it would be a funny quote because she is holding a huge strawberry. Here is the third one. Live gently upon this earth. These leaves are from the Artist Trading Cards Ephemera book from Toast. I do not have a flip through of that one, unfortunately. That was the last one in the series of the little girls with their fairy homes. Even though I made this one in March, I just had to show it to you. It is so cute. I used the glitter stickles on the edge of this one, so you can see it is all sparkly. I used resin flowers in the corners and it says springtime. I used a letter punch for those letters. And it's just really cute and it makes me happy. It was my first spring themed craft that I've made back in March. The last couple of ATCs are Easter themed and I made this of course during Easter. Good things come in small packages, and I used Keely O'Brien's vintage inspired Easter for the backgrounds and the ephemera. And I also inked the edges of this card as well. Here comes Peter Cottontail, and it has a lovely 3D effect as well. Somebody Loves You. A yellow Happy Easter themed one with a cute little ducky and another lovely cross. The last ATC I made in April is this one. It is a pastel pink, blue and purple Happy Easter card with this lovely little girl and this lovely cross with blue inked edges. So that was it for my ATCs, and the last thing that I'm going to show you are the Twinchies. I'm saving my favorites for last, which are the Twinchies, and all the Twinchies that I've made, I used the Antique Shop Ephemera to Cut and Collage book from Keely O'Brien, and she actually sent me this one as a gift. She even wrote me a note. Dear Demy, I hope you have lots of fun with this book. I can't wait to see what you make, especially with the teddy bears. Lots of love, Keely. Because according to her, all the teddy bears in this book are for me because I absolutely love teddy bears, and she knew, and so she included lots of teddies in this book. So I'm now going to show you the Twinchies that I've made. First one is this, and it says adventure. If you don't know what Twinchies are little squares, 2 inch by 2 inch. That's why they are called Twinchies, and they are very fun to make, and I highly recommend trying it out. What I love about Keely O'Brien's Antique Ephemera book is that she made sure to include lots of ephemera for Twinchies and ATCs. So this is the first one. This is the next one, and it says believe with a little key and a little dolly. Some people find the dollies inside this book creepy, and some, like me, absolutely love them. Keely O'Brien has a flip through of this book, and I will link that video in my description. Up next we have this cover with a little dollhouse and a very tiny painting of some ships. The Antique Ephemera is basically my favorite ephemera book of all time because I absolutely adore vintage and antique ephemera. We have home with another lovely teddy and with this lovely painting of a house. And I used scraps of vintage paper that I found in my craft bin. We have this one. It says calm, and it's a lavender themed Twinchie. I love the scent of lavender. I have some lavender oil, and I also have a lavender pillow mist. It is a very calming scent, so that is why I used the word calm. And these word stickers are, by the way, from the Tim Holtz Big Talk sticker collection, I believe. I could be wrong. Just a moment. I found it. I used this one, the Tim Holtz Ideology Big Chat. However, I can't seem to find these stickers anywhere anymore, so I'm not even sure if it's still being sold. However, now I'm going to show you the last Twinchie, and it's this very colorful dreams one with marbles and embroidery of flowers in a frame and a colorful pillow. Absolutely adore this, and I just love them. I absolutely love these Twinchies, and I'm looking forward to make more of these Twinchies and antique ATCs in the next month. That is it. That is all that I've made in April. I hope it inspired you. You can find more information in my description box, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye and God bless.